Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back for another deck profile here. I'm actually kind of fucking upset. I was planning on doing Zoo, as I mentioned last week, and the only thing that didn't come was the Zeuses, and they're supposed to come tonight at 9 p.m. They're like, hey, dude, Saturday, and I've been watching the tracking and all that. Fucking still nowhere to be seen. It's currently fucking 6:52 p.m., and I was like, you know what, dude, I'm not gonna fucking wait around for this. Fuck it. The next couple videos will probably be Zoo related. I have some crazy lists with them. I'm very proud of that deck, or those variants anyways. This deck I've actually had kind of in the works for a while, and I was like, you know, dude, I might as well put it up, since Calamity's probably going to get fucking banned in like a week and a half or whatever the fuck the no sooner than date is or whatever, you know what I mean? So sweet. I have to fucking pour out for Calamities. We all know it's coming, it's fine, but this is Orcust Turbo, and the reason I call it Orcust Turbo, you'll see, I'll explain a couple things, but here you go, dude. Orcust Turbo. Yeah, did you see the fucking gimmick puppet, dude? That's not just in there just to be in there. There's a fucking reason for it. As you guys know, I play fucking weird shit all the time, so, you know. Sick. So basically, the Orcust Turbo, or whatever I like to call it, basically, I've uploaded I uploaded the Phantom Knight's Orcust list. Not sure what I'm going to title this yet, but it does have the Phantom Knight engine in it. By engine, I mean 3 cards. But basically, it just, you want to get to Gear Suit. That's basically what you're going to do. So, and this deck's, I think it's like a fucking, I've had no problem getting that card, whether it be opening it, fucking drawing 12 cards before I get to it, anything like that. So, obviously, the centerpiece of the deck, dude, my boy Gearsu. Kind of sad he's dipped in price, but hopefully, if Calamities leave, we might get Harporer back. Yeah. But, you know, hopefully. And then 3 Light Nightmare. As I always say, my whole life's a nightmare. So, everyone knows what this card does. I'm not going to explain the Orcust cards, because I think I put like 2 videos on the channel of Orcust, so... plus this deck's kind of old, so, or the archetype's kind of old, and then 2 Symbol Skeleton, and then 2 Brass Bombard. I still think Brass Bombard just doesn't get enough respect. I think this card is just ridiculous. Like, you know, it's your normal summon. You can just make Link Rebo and fucking turns in, banish it, summon another dude from your hand, and you're lit. So that's it for the Orcust stuff. Then I do play the one Silent Boots. I did cut the Cloak. I think Cloak was my last build. I actually was kind of upset that I played Cloak, but it gets you like the extra extender, but it's still kind of a brick if you draw it, so it's kind of here and over there. So I cut it, and I didn't miss it. So, you know, what are you gonna do, right? So the turbo part is obviously the dangers are insane in this deck. I play a lot of dangers. So we'll start with the 3 homeboys. Obviously Nessie, Jackalope, and Sneck. You know, they're all at 1 for a reason. So that's 3 dangers. Here is 3 Mothman. That's 6 dangers. Okay. Obviously Mothman. Mothman, my last profile, if you watch the Mothman, was like my favorite one. I think he still kind of is. Unless I lose the die roll, then these are my favorite. But 3 Thunderbird and 3 Bigfoot, dude. So, I had this theory one night, when I was laying there. My brain never turns off at night. I've actually slept for like an hour and a half in the past 2 days. I don't know why. My brain just is like, hey, dude, no sleep for you, dude. So I'm just like, I'm running on Bud Light and fucking sadness. Just kidding, dude. You know. Mm-hmm. But I was like, you know what, dude? I haven't played like with Grand Maju, I played a shitload of dangers, turboed through the deck, and I was like, what if I just put that engine towards Orcust and just try to get to Gearsu all the time? Like, you know what I mean? Instead of just being like, oh, well, here's like a sub, you know what I mean? But this has been fucking kind of wild to me, so keep in mind that Bigfoot and Thunderbird are level 8, so obviously the 1 Gizmek, I actually was playing 2 of these. I started with 3, cut to 2, and then back to 1, because I am playing trade-in. So that's why I wanted to, you know, talk about the level 8 stuff. So, but the Gizmech, once you get it, you don't want to see multiples of it. So I was like, one's enough because Nightmare can dump it. It's very searchable in so many ways. So, and then this build I play with Triple Wand. This card's very important in this deck. So like the Triple Wand, obviously with trade-in or whatever, if you have like 2 wands or whatever, you'll discard 1 for trade-in, draw 2. If you draw another wand, you can special the wand. So, it's just one of those things. Plus it just puts another body on the board, because you can actually do the Girsu play if you open open up a certain way with extenders, and you're completely fine. Girsu is just the easiest way to do it. It's just the 1-card way to do it, so I wanted to get to that as fast as possible. That's it for the end of the monsters. I am going to show some honorable mentions. I've decided I'm going to start trying to put in honorable mentions at the end of the profile, so I am going to show a combo though, because recipes calamities. But then 3 allure for the turbo cards, 3 allure, 3 trade-in. There's fucking I think there's 10 level 8s in the deck, so that's a fourth of your deck. I think this deck's 41 cards. It might be 40. I don't remember. It was 42 a couple hours ago, and I think I cut it down to 41. But either way, and then for the one-ofs, the Called by the Grave, obviously, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Foolish Burial. This is a card I kind of want to talk about, was the Card Destruction. So obviously with Dangers, this is pretty standard. But the one thing I liked about this card was if you actually open it, you can Card Destruction. If they don't ash it, you can get public. You can notice, you can figure out what they're playing by what they discard, so you can kind of play around it. It's just very, very insane if you open it. I actually was playing Drag Down to the Grave, or whatever the fucking name of that card is. Wasn't a super huge fan of it, so I was like, no, we're just gonna cut it. But I know Gem Knight FTK used to play it, so. And then for the 2 other Orcust cards, those, the Babel and the Return, and then the Rank Up and the Fogblade. I actually ended up cutting Crescendo, as a kind of like a joke. Like, I was like, yeah, dude, like Crescendo, dude, like I don't even know why this card's in the deck sometimes. Like, it's really good, don't get me wrong. I just was like, oh, I can't try to keep, I'd rather just make calamities and then they lose, right? So, I cut it and I was like, wow. In like 15 games, I just never fucking missed it. So I was like, we'll keep it out. Obviously, you can play it. It's in my honorable mentions. I would definitely side deck it though, because going first, you can stop the Dark Ruler. So, but it's just one of those things, dude. So, and then for the extra deck, the obvious ones, Link Karibo. The Link Cross is part of the combo. I think this card might get hit potentially. We'll see. But I wanted to put this up one last time just in case it does. Obviously, the Barricade Boar Blocker. This card's fucking just... This card's insane, dude. Like, this card is like the extender almost, because you just summon it to get a free discard. You know what I mean? So, and then the 2 Galateas. Third one, you don't need 3 of these. I mean, it's just, it's pretty... If you're an Orcust player, you know what you're doing. You don't need 3 of those. And then Morling 2's the IP and the Nightmare Phoenix. Pretty standard. Nightmare Phoenix, I think, is like my favorite Link 2. This generic card's just ridiculous. And obviously the old the Rusty Boy, the Unicorn card's insane. Obviously complements the IP. Then the Access Code Talker. I've only made this a couple times. Because like I think everything in your extra deck is dark except for the Link Cross. I think it's more or less there for the attack boost when you Link Summon into it. It just gets huge. So, and then pop 1, banish Link Cross, and then pop 1, banish the dark. So and then like also you can banish Galatea off of this and then wand it back. So one of those things. And then the 2 dings, obviously the Ding Girsu. Very standard. I think this is one of my favorite exceeds at the moment too. And then the I'm gonna come back to this one. The Reaper, dude. So with all level 8s, so his effect is if he has materials, he can attack directly. If he attacks directly, he pops a monster. And then during either player's turn, he can negate a spell trap or monster effect by detaching one and just negate it. So it negates Nibiru. If you like Thunderbird, Bigfoot, whatever, you can just slap him on the board. Then you're Nibiru proof. So, and then the gimmick puppet, dude. So I want to talk about this card for a minute. So this card, obviously I'm not maining Dark Ruler. This card's more or less in here for the for like when you side Dark Ruler in. It actually has multiple applications. I'm going to go through them real quick. So when you side Dark Ruler in, you can Dark Ruler them, make him, and then pop 2 dudes, and if there exceeds, he burns for that attack of the exceed destroyed. And then you can do this up to twice per turn. Obviously he's 2 level 8 exceeds, so he has no material. So you can actually, like if you Dark Ruler them, you can kill 2, then you can actually rank him up into Calamities, because he's rank 8, and then you can like attack with Calamities or whatever. You can start like, you know, removing stuff from their board, and then on their turn, they don't have anything, so you just Calamities effect standby phase, and it's kind of like they started, it's like kind of, if they went first, you're going second, you make this, clear their board with Calamities, pass, and then on their standby phase you Calamities, so it's basically like you went first, but you already cleared all their shit. So this card's ridiculous. Also, it's a Dark Machine, so you can actually special summon it back with Wand. So, you know, and Calamities, dude, you know. And then for the honorable mentions, I do want to mention Dark Grepher. I just didn't have room. I really wanted to play this. I think this is like the main card I wanted to play. In my last video too, Jester Confit. This card's just very free. You know, just you can control as many. You can only control 1 copy of it, but you can special summon in attack mode as many times per turn. You just can't control multiple copies of it, like I just said. So it's just a free Dark Extender. And then the 1-for-1, the Crescendo. And then the I actually tested this with Dragoons, the 7 swords, banish a level 7 monster from your hand, draw 2 from Dragon Ruler format. But the thing that's cool about this is like you can banish Orcust Nightmare with this, draw 2, and then like you can trade in the wand, banish the wand to summon back the Nightmare that you banished with this. Also Nessie's level 7. So is Dark Magician and Red Eyes are level 7s, but I didn't end up you know going that way. So. Yeah, dude. So let me just show you the combo real quick. It's just I think I showed it in the last video, but I'm gonna show it one more time just for the homeboy Calamities. You know what I'm saying, baby? Here, just need you to see all this down here.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. So all you do is just normal summon Girsu, Girsu's effect, and you send. I'm gonna fucking put this shit over here. You send the Nightmare to the graveyard. And then you activate effects. Both players get tokens. Dude, Joker dice. And then Soldiery, dude. Soldiery 30th anniversary, dude. Soldiery dice. So token, both level 1s. And then you link the token off for the Link Rebo. And these 2. This graveyard down here, of course. Those 2 make the Galatea. You don't do anything with this, you just link it off for Link Cross. Link Cross effect, you get 2 tokens. And then here you tribute 1 of the tokens to bring back the Link Rebo. And then these 2 make the Barricade Board Blocker. This card's just super underrated in my opinion. Also here, if you need a discard outlay, you can just summon this and discard a card for free. Also, at the end of your turn, it can add back you can add back Babble or you know whatever continuous shit. So this is here, and then now is where you want to banish the Nightmare to send the Symbol Skeleton. Send the Symbol Skeleton to graveyard. Then you banish the Symbol Skeleton to summon back the Galatea. I like to summon it here just because it still points to this, so it can't be destroyed by battle. I know it's not really a huge deal, it's just something I do. And then here is where you make the Dingirsu. I usually jump Collins or whatever. Dingirsu's effect. Oh, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Before the Dingirsu, before this is here, you have to shuffle the Nightmare back in the deck to set the Babble. You need Babble for the combo. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm a fucking kook. Yeah, and then you set Babble, activate Babble, Then you make the Dingirsu. Attach the symbol skeleton. And then these two link off for Rusty. And then Rusty will send the Silent Boots to Graveyard to set the rank up, or the Fog Blade, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll just set the rank up here. So this will be rank up, set, and then you can banish this to add and set the Fog Blade. And then this is pretty much your combo, dude. So this doesn't look like anything, obviously. You know, they start playing in the main phase. They still have the token over here, so like the imperm isn't anything. Obviously, if they drew it for turn or whatever, it doesn't really matter. But it would be nice. I mean, it matters if they drew the imperm for turn because they have a token, so they can't just play it out of their hand. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they start playing. Depending on how you want to do this, usually during the you want to tribute the token for the Link Rebo. It doesn't really matter where it goes. So you have that. And then once they get to a certain point, you're going to want to Symbol Skeleton to summon the Dingirsu either here or here. And then these will trigger. This will destroy and pop a card. Dingirsu will send a card. And then you can play the rank up and rank up the Dingirsu into the Calamities, dude. So, and then you can Calamities effects. So yeah, dude. So just off of Girsu, you have the Calamities effect on their turn, the pop, the send from Ding, Link Rebo, and then Fog Blade. So you had 4 of their cards in hand. You know, that's pretty good. So I just wanted to put this up one last time because I really feel like that card's gonna go away. If it doesn't, dude, hoorah, dude, because then the Fluffle deck, I won't have to completely rebuild that Fluffle deck either. I know Orcust will survive through Calamities getting banned, but you know, I've always been a huge fan of Calamities. I know that card's just degenerate or whatever people want to fucking say about it, but card's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, dude. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, or hit the bell button too. It's good for the algorithm for my channel. You know what I'm saying? So we all good, dude. Cheers.